What is going on, guys? This is GoonSlayer back bringing you another live commentary. This time it's not going to be a TDM or a gameplay. I'm pretty much just going to show you my classes and what I feel are the best class setups for the type of gun you want to use. So I have an empty slot here, just custom 2. First, I'm just going to show you my personally favorite gun, VMP by far. I think this gun is just great for slaying, just everything. You can use it for search and destroy, game battles, arena, public matches, anything you want. Pretty much just a great gun overall, great fire rate. So this is pretty much what I'll use on it. So let's just start off fresh. Of course, I'm going to throw on that dark matter, you know what I'm saying? Get that good look to it. Anyway, so attachments, we're just going to start off with a quick drop, because usually when you're in a gunfight, you're going to want to always have the first 5 shots on an enemy, and you always just want to be prepared when you get into that gunfight. I have that variant or whatever, so I'm just going to throw that on. So yeah, quick draw, always a must on a VMP. Any pretty much sub you want to have a quick draw on. It just gives you such an advantage when you're going up against a gunfight or any type of situation like that. Next, we're just going to hop in. I would recommend a long barrel or a suppressor, but lately I've been loving the stock. Stock almost always, I mean the stock is just very, very good. Stay versatile. You can easily dodge enemy bullets. If you don't use a stock on a sub, always, it might take a little while to get used to, but trust me, once you get used to it, it is just a great second attachment for your gun. Now, usually I wouldn't recommend third attachments because you can always use it for lethals, tacticals, or extra perks. Wildcards, for example, have an overkill class with maybe an M8 or a sniper, but in this situation for a VMP, you always want to have that great accuracy, so you're just going to throw on a grip, okay? So that is pretty much the gun for Portray. So, yep, that is the gun right there. If you do not like to run stock on any types of subs, I would recommend using long barrel or a suppressor, depending on if you're playing search and destroy or TDM or hardpoint domination, those sort of game types, respawn game types. Now for the secondary, I mean, I don't know if I'd even recommend a secondary for this class, but if you would like to run one, I would usually run an RK5 or an LCAR, just in case you're in those sticky situations where, hey, I'm out of ammo, I need to reload. Just flip off to your main gun, or your secondary gun, and that is very easy also. Let's say I do attach an LCAR or an RK5, I would always usually run fast hands. Fast hands, you can swap weapons faster and aim faster after sprinting. This is very helpful for if you are in different kind of gunfights, like if you are sprinting to a hard point or you are just going into a gunfight that you are not prepared for, you can always just swap your guns, or you can aim faster right after you're done hitting that sprint button. For perk number 1, I would usually use Afterburner, but if you want a good second option, I would use Sixth Sense or Ghost. I mean, if you're going for hero armor or something, use Overclock, Flak Jacket, you're not going to really need unless you're at hardpoint. And Blind Eye, I mean, usually if you're good enough, you shouldn't be letting the enemy team get any score streaks. You probably wouldn't even need that, honestly. So I would either run Afterburner, Sixth Sense, and Ghost. In this case, I would use Afterburner because it is just nice to have that extra little boost for if you do get in a gunfight and you need to jump up and maybe distract the enemy from shooting you or something like that. Alright, perk number 3. This is a tough one because there are so many great perks in this situation. I wish you could have 3 instead of having like an option for this or this. I wish you could just have 3 perk 3s, because I would always run Blast Suppressor, Awareness, and Gung Ho. These 3 perks, just great perks all around. Tac Mask, Engineer, I don't use Engineer like ever. Tac Mask, I'll only use in hard point if I need it. And Dead Silence, usually you would want it in Search and Destroy, but in these situations, I don't normally play Search and Destroy that often, so I don't think I'd really need it. So I'm just going to throw on, in this, if you're using a VMP, you're mostly going to want to use Gung Ho, because it just helps you with just hip firing your weapon and all that. But I usually run Blast Suppressor, because if you want to stay silent, don't want enemies to see you, Afterburner, that's going to give it away a lot if you're jumping all the time. So Blast Suppressor, great perk 3 to use. So what do you do if you want a perk 3 second one? If you want to have Gung Ho equipped, or Dead Silence, or Awareness. Just take off that secondary, throw on Awareness, Dead Silence, and then if you don't really need this for a secondary, you can always throw on Anti-Op, Scavenger, Tracker. Those perks are very nice too. I don't use Hardwired very often or Cold-Blooded. That's just my preference. So for a tactical, if we do not want a second perk, you are usually going to have 2 slots open. So this is the class so far. I would usually run a concussion and then a Semtex. Semtex is just great for if you want to run in a room, throw a Semtex down, maybe hit a guy, maybe kill a guy, wound him, kill him easy, all that sort of stuff. Concussion's just great for distracting enemies and just keeping them very slow for you to kill. Just very simple stuff that would help you in the future. So overall, this is the class that I would use when I am slaying with a VMP. If you are very good and you go for high score streaks, like sometimes I do, I would usually put Scavenger on here in this situation just because the VMP's clip does get low on ammo after a while. And there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.